Hi YouTube, me again. Been a while since I've been in the Pleb Tavern, but it's not a drinking video. Shh, it's school night. I do need to do another video in here, I think. I'll arrange that, perhaps for the next one or the one after that. Couldn't wait to get home from work today. Just been and bought this, so I'm going to do an unboxing. I've not opened it yet. I'll do some stats in a bit, but it looks really good. This is from Aldi, and one of the partners of Aldi, I don't know if they deal with anyone else, is Adventuridge. When they do, I don't know, outdoor stuff, they do everything from dogs leads to walking boots to all sorts. But they've got a tent, and this looks like, to me, it looks like it's a budget tent with all, from what I've seen online, and I haven't seen this tent, I've seen this tent online, I've not seen it reviewed. It looks like a budget tent with all the upmarket accessories. Like, it looks like it's got aluminium poles, it's got the hook and eye type poles that go in, it's 3000 mm waterproof, so it looks pretty good. So I'm going to go outside in the garden and put it up and see what's what. No doubt if it's good. If it's not, I'll take it back. If it's good for the price, I'll tell you the price at the end. Then I'll keep it. But for me, it looks really good, so I thought I'd do a review. In about 10 minutes I'll do a review. I don't drink on school nights. I shouldn't be drinking now at all, I'm on a diet. I don't know why I'm on a diet, do you? By the way, a big shout out to Adam in the Wild for his latest video. Those of you that know him, Adam's a bit out there anyway, he likes to laugh, he messes about a bit, but I tell you what, this last video he's just done, I just kept rewinding, watching because I won't even, I've done it, but I won't do it on camera. It's just, yeah, really funny, brilliant, mate. You got more guts than me to do that on and then upload it. Really good video, really fun video, really funny video, but I just thought I'd mention that. So yeah, there's not even a name in it. There it is, and it just says Adventuridge on the back. I've got an Adventuridge, a one manor that I got years ago, and that's still going, so hopefully this will be good. Let's go and have a look. Okay, here we go. So, first thing I like about this is what drew me to it, to think it was, it had a couple of more expensive features, is this. You never get an oversized bag. It's always, you must know, if any of you guys have put a tent back in the bag before, it's virtually impossible. But on this one does, it gives you an oversized bag and these straps so that you can, see, plenty of room in there, so that you can put it back in and then strap it up, make it as compressed as you can. Bring you down here. Right. Instructions. Don't need them. Poles, these are what I think are aluminium. They are, yes, sexy. So normal poles are fiberglass, normal tent poles, but these are aluminium, which are much better. Just clip them together. 1, 2. I assume it's colour coded on the tent as well. The pegs I think are a little bit, the cheap ones. You can always substitute these. I've actually stopped taking pegs with me when I'm camping in the woods because I just cut them off branches. They're much better quality than these. So there you go, there's quite a lot. 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 17 pegs. And then in there's some guy rope. I don't like a luminous guy rope, but we'll see. So let's peg this down. I prefer to peg the outer down first in case it's raining. And my other tent, the Euro Height Cairns 2 ELX, I think. You peg the outside first, so if it's raining you can leave the bedroom dry in your bag. So these are not colour coded, but I think it's obvious this is the wider end, so we put the blue one in there. And then the orange or bronze one in this end. Goes in really easy. And then this is another feature that I really like. So, don't think you can see me, but that's a bonus. So on all, I won't call them upmarkets, but all more expensive tents, you have these hook and eye type setups. So this is one of the benefits I was talking about. So I'll put it in the outer one for now. With me Cairns one, it was hard to do. I had to kind of dig one of these in the floor while I went to the other end and bent it. But with this one, I assume it just stays in there. Let's see, let's do the other end. So much easier. And I will just tighten the pegs up. Now for the outer. Oh! One thing I've not showed you is, just zoom in for this bit, this has, again another feature I like, these clips So there's one of these on each side. Clips in. Bring you back out. Put the outer on. Initial impressions is I like it. So what I'll do is I'll torch it all out, I'll line it all up and then put the guy ropes on, and then I'll come back to you and we'll have a look around it and then we'll have a look inside. Just measured all 4 guy ropes just to see if they was longer at one end than the other, but they're not. All 4's the same length, so put them on now. Okay, all done. So guide ropes are on. They're not actually, the neon, they're not luminous, they're not reflective, so the guide ropes are okay. I might swap them over for something like dark green, but there it is. I didn't think I'd need this much space to pitch it, but I'll just show you around. Get as far back as I can. Near my edge, so I'll go back round. There you have it. So airflow, these are your vents. So there's 2 vents, you kind of pull them and they stay open, and then you push them down and they stay shut. Again with this one, pull it as it is, it stays open, push it down, it stays shut. There it is. Pull it and it kind of, there's something inside this, something that kind of holds it open. So that's your ventilation. So far I'm impressed, let's have a look inside. Okay, so quite impressed. We'll have a look inside. I don't think it looks really wide, but I don't think it's got a really wide porch on it for cooking. That's the reason I love my cans too. But let's get inside and let's have a look. Building it's really good. If you had to mark it out of 10 for building, it's 10 out of 10. I shouldn't do that because I'm not going to mark this overall out of 10, but let's grab you off that tripod and see what it's like inside. Just before we go in, just look at the seams. I think they're taped on the inside, sewn here, but they're really good quality. Sometimes with a cheap tent you see like strands hanging off, but nothing on these all the way around. Seems really good. So let's go in. There is 2 Velcro pads if you like. There's a 2 or 3, no 2. And then there's a toggle there. See if we can just throw that open. And then open the interior. Don't think there's much of a porch on this. There's plenty of room there to put your bag, but the reason I love the Cans 2 DLX is because I can actually cook in the porch. So the room in this is immense. I think that's where they put the focus. Let's just climb in and have a look. So there's the foot end. It's like a mesh, and then the rest of it, I don't know what material this is. I'll see if I try and find out. Some kind of nylon material. And then if I move down where the head goes, it's mesh again. There's a pocket each side, and yeah, it's really big inside. So if I put my feet at the bottom, I'm 5'10". So hopefully you can see. There you go. There's a good foot above me. So there's a good 6.5 foot long to lie down inside. I'll put some stats on the screen. But yeah, there's loads of room in here. It is a 2-man tent, and I think I'd always buy a 2-man tent just for myself. Well, it's for myself, but the dog comes with me on most of my camps. And so I can turn you around. Pocket here, one on the other side. Just above my head here, there's a hook for light. So I think it's got everything you need. I'll just there you go. You can see me. You just saw where my head is, and my feet's not even touching the bottom. So a 6-footer can get in here, no problem. It's just the porch area that is a bit of a downer for me. Let's have a look. So not much of a porch really at all. It's got that on both sides, so you could take a peg out on the other side. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. You could take a peg out on the other side and perhaps put your boots that side and the bag the other side, but there's plenty of room for storage. It's just I like to be able to cook. I like to be able to cook in a tent, but I suppose for me this is a tent. If you know you're going out and you know the weather's going to be good and you want a tent that's easy to put up, and this is definitely easy to put up, and you're going exploring, maybe somewhere you've not been before, maybe Castle Crag or somewhere in the lakes that you want to have a wander about, and you're only pitching your tent late, might be a busy area, then this is ideal. Cook outside and yeah, just use it to jump in, get your head down, and then get up in the morning and get off. It's great for that. If you want something, I wouldn't take this away for a couple of days because you'd want to sit in at some point. I mean, you can sit in. I can sit in this and my head just touches the top, but it's not acres of room in my other tent. And I know I keep comparing, I shouldn't do, but in my other tent, in me Eurobike, I can kneel up in that. But yeah, this is great for what it is. It's got a lot of expensive features on it for a budget tent, and I definitely won't be taking it back. I'll keep hold of it. So what do you cost? What would you pay for this? I think looking at what's on the market, and I've looked at a lot of tents to look at buying another one, and when this came out, I just had to buy it. Compare this against other tents. I think you would actually do one like this, but this would cost probably minimum 100 quid, maybe even 150 quid for the more expensive ones. This was 50 quid in Aldi, 49.99. I couldn't leave it though without trying it. If I'd have brought this home and really hated it, I would have taken it back and got my money back. But for that price, I'm just going to keep hold of it. It's great. So yeah, I'm not going to rate it out of 10 like I said earlier. I'm just not. I don't think it's fair. I've not been in it in the rain. I've not been in it in the wind. I already know I probably can't cook in it. Well, I know I can't cook in it. So we will use it a few times first and see what it's like. But me other tent's 2000mm, 2000mm. This is 3000, so this is more waterproof than that. So yeah, I think it's pretty damn good, to be honest.